All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and let's talk about the 300% rule. Why is it so popular nowadays? You don't know what the 300% rule is? Technician writes everything that's wrong with the car up, whether it's through a DVI or pen and paper. Service writer prices out everything the technician wrote up and then presents 100% of what's wrong with the car to the customer. Now, this is currently the buzzy buzzword of a lot of shop management groups, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't know why it has to be a thing to begin with. A shop should be doing this. A shop 100% should be writing up everything that's wrong with a car and should be presenting that information to the customer. It's the customer's car. I'm not talking about maximizing profits. I'm talking about maximizing your value as a shop. Your job as a shop is to make sure the customer's vehicle is as reliable as you can make it on their budget. Why would you not write up everything you can find that's wrong with the car, prioritize it, and present it to the customer? We should always have been doing this. I don't understand why this is a new thing, a new buzzword, when this is something that should have always been done. We look at the vehicle and they need to be informed of what is wrong with the vehicle. It should not be the technician to decide whether or not this is a priority. It is the customer's car. Everything should be shown to the customer. This car needs this much work. It may cost you some sales. It may not. You may be thought of as overselling. It still needs to be presented. A customer should be informed of everything that's wrong with their vehicle. Now, obviously, when you're presenting it, you should go, this is a major issue. This is a minor issue. This is just stuff you need to keep an eye on. It should be prioritized, but it should also be always presented. Your brakes are at 4 millimeters. Just an FYI, this repair is coming up. You have a coolant leak. This needs to be addressed as soon as possible because it's a pretty bad coolant leak. You have an oil leak. This isn't a major oil leak, but it's something you should be aware of, and this is how much it currently costs to repair. All of it should always be presented to the customer because they need to be informed about their vehicle, not prioritize what you want to sell. Coming from a technician, yeah, I want every flush, but before I do that flush, I want to do the brake job that's metal to metal. And if the shop wants to present something that, despite my best efforts, is listed as the priority, but they push them towards something they make more margin on, that's just asinine. Our job is to make sure their vehicle, I know I keep saying this, is the best that it can be, the safest it can be, the most reliable it can be. Period. There is no, that's our job. That's why we work in a shop. It's not, yeah, I make money working in a shop. I make money fixing cars. But my priority is still making sure that customer's vehicle is safe and reliable. I want to make money while doing it, but not at the cost of the customer. If you're a service writer, you need to apply the 300% rule. If you're a technician, you need to write up everything that car needs. Yeah, it may push them from doing, all of it, but you don't have the ability to make that decision for a customer. One of the coolest things is when you write up a bunch of stuff nobody ever talked to that customer about, and they buy all of it because no one ever talked to them about it, and they didn't know that car needed it because everybody else was afraid they were going to decline whatever they came in for. So apply the 300% rule every day. This is not something that I think should be negotiated. I don't think this is something that should be a buzzword. Technicians, you need to look over the vehicle thoroughly and write up everything it needs. Service writers, you need to price all that stuff out if that's how your shop works. And present 100% of it, because the customer needs to be informed about the condition of their vehicle. It's not your job to decide what's best for them. That's their job. Your job is to present what their vehicle needs and help them decide what priorities they should have. Not decide how much their budget is. That's their, just like we can't force people to fix their cars that are, shouldn't be driven. All we can do is follow our state laws and hope they fix it. In that same vein, we shouldn't be withholding information about what a vehicle needs. So I hope this video was helpful at least. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.